Have y'all seen this?
That's a celebrate! And we here to celebrate Daddy!
Welcome to She Knows DNA. My name is Miavonna and I am a board certified genetic counselor. Listen, y'all, we have officially made it to our 20th week of doing She Knows DNA content. So if that's 20 weeks, that also means there were 20 videos, and that is a lot. I've been putting out content for you all every single week for 20 weeks. And so that sounds like a big deal to me, because what do you do that you've been able to do for 20 weeks straight with no breaks? Huh? Have you worked out maybe consecutively for 20 weeks? Have you read the Bible? There are things you got to think about. And so because I am deeming this a monumentous occasion, then I wanted to do a little something special for you guys. Now, I would put a disclaimer out there, because if you actually count the videos and the weeks, then you would deem this video number 22, meaning that we are past the 20-week mark. But listen, I forgot. I remembered before the 20th week, and then I remembered afterwards. For whatever reason, it escaped me on the 20th week. So we're going to celebrate 20 weeks today. You know why? Because this is my page. Who gonna fight me? Cool. So like any great educator, we know that there is a time to learn, then there's also a time to assess your knowledge. So what I have done is asked a couple of our viewers a number of questions just to see if they've learned anything, and also to tell us about their favorite parts about She Knows DNA thus far. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Miavonna Craig is a certified DNA genetic counselor.
Job title is a genetic counselor.
Genetic ABCDEFG counselor.
Miavonna is a board certified, clock it, a board certified genetic counselor.
Ooh, I bet she is a genetic counselor.
Genetic counselor. Good answer. Clap it up.
Miavonna's job title, genetic counselor. Board certified genetic counselor.
Hello, this is for my sister Miavonna. She is a genetic counselor. She is an African American female genetic counselor.
A board certified genetic counselor.
Is a board certified genetic counselor. Heavy on the board certified.
She is a board certified genius. What she is.
A provider who counsels on all things DNA. Okay.
They counsel individuals who may have possible genetic abnormalities in their DNA.
Helps families who have genetic predisposition to genetic disorders. So she counsels them to help individuals, have a better gene or genetic pool if they have diseases.
He helps them navigate any abnormalities in their genetics, so they have like a condition or a potential to have a condition. She helps them navigate that. Help them figure out and help them be okay with any issues with their genetics and how that affects them having a kid. ?
She knows all the alphabets and she knows all her numbers, and she does DNA stuff, and she can tell you all about DNA and the alphabets and the numbers and how they work together to make cells and all that stuff. And by the time she gets done, she puts you in a trance. And I don't know what the heck she be talking about, but it's interesting.
Now, a genetic counselor is someone who can look at your information and tell you more about yourself than you ever thought you knew about your own self.
You look at all the little stuff in the inside. You're almost like a doctor / mad scientist mixed in one, looking at all of the chromosomes and all of the ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, to show us and or tell us for newborn babies or babies in utero if they're gonna have any if they're gonna need any extensive care outside of utero, if they're a predetermined or predisposition, to any type of sicknesses, hair color, eye color, all that. That's what you do.
So it's just one aspect of it, but if their child has maybe a genetic mutation, any genetic disease or illnesses that could pop up, so she is able to treat an individual in those cases, as well as any adult or anyone, doesn't matter what age, anyone that does have these disease processes that take place with genetic mutations, she's able to treat. So that is a genetic counselor in a nutshell, but I'm sure there are different ins and outs that you can get into with that.
I don't know the book definition, but it's somebody who counsels you about genetics. Amen.
I don't think that I have a favorite video. I just love the fact that your Black excellence and intelligence is on display for all to see, because sometimes people don't think that women do STEM or STEAM, and clearly that's not the case.
Favorite video has been the one with the cilantro tasting, because my taste buds be off, and I need to ask my mama, is my daddy? My daddy. That's a good question. Thank you, Miavonna. And I also like the one about the hair pigmentation, like why blonde is blonde or red is red, and I like that one. It was another one that I liked that was on there about I think it was like kids could carry their kids.
The most impressive video that I saw was the one that says if a mother is carrying twins and one twin is able to eat the other twin, and so that twin survives and has a child, that child can have the DNA of the twin that he ate. Think about that.
The video about just the family reunion, that was a really good one, because really I think so many people get confused with the relationships, and it's true, like, you know, I call people uncle so-and-so who are just my big cousins. I've had so many favorites. Oh, the vaccines don't cause autism, that's another really good one and needs to be said, because vaccines do not cause autism.
What has been my favorite video so far? I'm not a video watcher, but now I have some favorite commercials that we can really discuss.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. But listen, I have another announcement for you. The fun is not over. There will be part 2 of this video will be dropping tomorrow. That's right. Tomorrow, Wednesday, there will be another video that will drop that will have in more of some of the answers that I was able to pass out to those participants and let them answer. So until tomorrow, God bless you and God keep you, and I'll see you then. Bye.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, everyone. Hello. I just received my Mission Impossible task to discuss the big word GENETICS. And here are the questions I have been tasked to answer.